Welcome everyone. This is part 2 of creating an animated alien face. In the first section we learned how to create the background window, give it a color, and also create either a circle or an oval for our face. In this section we're going to continue on and we're going to start by creating an eye for our alien. So in order to do an oval, we'll need to do 2 points. Let's go ahead and put in a comment. I'm going to say draws the left eye. And then we'll set up 2 points. P1 is equal to point, and we'll set it at 100 and 150. And then P2 we're going to set at point 125 and 250. This will give us an oval that's 50 wide. I'm sorry, 25 wide and 100 high. And then we'll do Li is equal to oval, and then we'll call P1 and P2. And then we'll draw it to the canvas. So Li dot draw win, and we'll set the background, we'll set the outline to black, which is color underscore RGB 0, 0, 0. And then we can go ahead and color it. So we'll do Li dot set, fill, set fill. We'll do color underscore RGB. And let's say we want to make the background of the eyes a white, and so we'll just do, but let's say our alien comes from a different environment, so we'll add a little tint to it. You decide if you want to add a little tint to the red, green, or blue spectrum. So we'll do 0, 10, and 10 to give it a little blue-green background. Okay, so then let's go ahead and run it. And you can see that we've created an oval that's fairly large. The size is up to you. If I wanted to make this oval a little bit shorter and fatter, I would want to decrease the height and increase the width. So to decrease the height, instead of making it 150 to 200, which is 100, we might make it 150 to 230. And to increase the width, then instead of from 100 over here to 125, we may make it 135, and then go ahead and redraw it. So it's completely up to you, the size of the eyes and the color of the eyes that you want, depending upon the shape. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this newest version, and now I'm going to create the second eye, or the right eye. And so I'm going to just go ahead and copy this code and then change my comment from draws the left eye to draw the right eye. And then I'm going to change my variables to, instead of Li, it's going to be Ri. And then I just need to change the positions of my points. Now I want my alien face to be relatively symmetrical. So if I want to take a look at my oval, and my oval goes from 80 to 310, so 80, 50 over here to 310, 350. So, and then my left eye was only 20 more from the initial, was only 20 more from the side. So if it goes to 310 here, then the end point needs to be 20 away from that. So let's try 290. And then we want it to be the same width. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So we want, it's 35 wide, so then we want to be 290 minus 35, which would be 255. And then we want the y's to be the same, so that the 150 and the 150, this makes the eyes at the same level, and the 230 and the 230 make the eyes at the same height. So let's go ahead and run it and see what we get. And there's my alien face with two eyes. Now I might want to add a pupil to each of these eyes, so that's a brighter color. So we're going to add a comment, draws the left pupil, and we're going to use a basic circle for this one. So we just need a center point, and we want this point to be in the lower part of the eye. So I'm going to take a look at the points. So my bounding box up here is at 100, 150, and 135, and 230. So I want my circle to be somewhere in here. So we want it farther down, and we want it in the middle. So we're going to make it 115. Let's try 120, which is about halfway. So we have 35 difference. 15 plus 3 is 18. So make it 118. 120 is fine to round it. We can always adjust it later. And then we want it in the lower half, so we're going to do 210. And then we want to draw a circle. So we're going to do L pupil is equal to circle, and then point CP, because that's our center point. And then we want a radius, and we're just going to say 5. And then L pupil dot draw win, and L pupil dot set outline, and we're going to make the outline a brighter color. If you just wanted to do white, that's going to be the easiest. So color underscore RGB, and then this is 255, 255, 255 for a white. If you wanted to make it a little bit greener, then maybe we're going to do 200 and to reduce the red, and 200 to decrease the blue. And that'll leave it hopefully more greener, because that's the highest number. We'll check it out in a minute. And then we want to do L pupil dot set fill, and then we want the same color, so we're just going to copy this. That we don't have an outline for the eye. So let's go ahead and run it, and there's our pupil. So we want the same one. So we're just going to go ahead and copy the left pupil code and scroll down, and then paste it in. and then we're going to change from left pupil to right, and we'll change the variable to our pupil. And then again, we just want to change the position. So the center point, instead of being at 120, it needs to be at the position. So look here, we have our left eye, and it was halfway between the 2 points. So we can look at our right eye, and halfway between 255 and 290 would be another 18 or another 20 again. So we'll just do 275. And then for the X and then the Y should be the same because we want them on the same level. So let's go ahead and run it. Click OK, and see that our pupils are relatively in the same position. And almost, it's a little bit to, if you're looking at it to the right, which means he's probably looking at something down over in this direction. And that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you in part 3.